Ooh. Mm-mm. What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. I'll be back in the 30. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a brisk 55 degrees. I woke my behind up this morning at 5:40. I hit the snooze about 3 times, which was probably the max that I could hit it on my phone, I think. Got my behind up, took Kai outside for his little morning play session. And hey, the Smart Show, good morning. Q Robinson, what's going on, wifey? So y'all, a good friend of mine, one of my closest friends, hit me up yesterday, and we talk. We don't talk every day or every other day, but when we talk, it's like we get caught up on the phone. And my birthday's in September. Um, my birthday's in September. Shout out to Tracy that put me in May. Uh, when she called herself doxing me, she had somebody's birthday all the way in May, and actually a different race as well. But he asked me, would I like to go to Johannesburg or either Cape Town for my birthday? And his birthday is in August. We're both Virgos, and I'm definitely down for it. My passport has expired, so I have to go Monday and do another passport. Um, I'm just, hey, sis, Lynn, TK got a body. I'm looking forward to it. So, of course, he was researching in Johannesburg. Listen, he had been watching Young Famous African, the reality show that's on Netflix. I watched it and fell in love with the show as well. But Nigerian women, African women, South African women, baby, can y'all get y'all wigs together? And can you get your makeup on point? Because baby, that makeup be a fool sometimes. Now I know we see it on YouTube sometimes. People have different makeup. They think that they're light skin and they're medium brown, or they're light skin and they're using makeup that's not matching their tone. And the women on that, ladies on that show, Young Famous Africans, their makeup, it's not, it's a fool. But uh, and the wigs, I would think, since Africa is the motherland, the cultural aspect of it, y'all can't get wigs that look better than what you have. No, ma'am. But so we were looking at Johannesburg, and it's the it's the creme de la creme of South Africa. It's that place. But someone was telling me that they close things early. Cape Town is like their gay mecca. So we started leaning more towards Cape Town. Now, Cape Town doesn't have the money. And someone else was telling me that Johannesburg is very, they're kind of cutthroatish. Uh, but y'all know I'm not lying. Leah T, Steph Reeves. Y'all know I'm not lying. that makeup be a whole different color. Girl, why is your makeup Filipino or Asian? Your makeup is Asian and you're black. It just doesn't match. It's odd. It's very, and if y'all look at the show, it's like their makeup has like an olive complexion, like the undertone is kind of greenish, so it doesn't look right on their skin. And I think that some of them may have used like bleaching creams, or someone was telling me about a pill that they take for bleaching. But I remember watching a show years ago how some of the African women were getting all these scars, these burns, because they would use this bleaching cream and it would leave their skin looking like they had been burned. And hey, TC, I I definitely I'm looking forward to it, and I just got to be on top of everything with my passport. Um, but that's something, I guess it's your relationship with people, because this friend is not anyone I was ever intimate with. Our friendship as all it was very organic, and I told the story about this. Okay, this particular friend, I met him through one of my friends that I was close with back in the days, and we're still pretty close. But back in the days, he was dating my friend that's taking me to Africa. He was dating one of my good friends, and the good friend would go and tell him stuff about me. It was like almost to, and this was a big conversation that was had. It was a confrontation. We were all at dinner. Y'all, I had stopped talking. I had like 4 friends, and we had known each other forever. And I started feeling that some of them had some type of jealousy to me, because they were dealing with body issues, and they were looking at me like, oh, he always talking about guys liking him, and he's always going on these dates, so he think he's better than us. And I found out this, and I stopped. Listen, I'm one of them kind of people. You don't get that many chances with me. You fuck up, and I feel that you've betrayed me, and you show me that you're not a friend to me. I ghost the fuck out of you. I didn't talk to them for like 3 or 4 years, and one of them reached out to me and said, we need to have a conversation. Y'all need to get back together. And it was unfair because 2 of the friends in the group didn't do anything, but I just stopped messing with everyone in the group, because I was like, y'all sat up there, didn't say anything when they would say stuff about me. You didn't say anything. It wasn't a 2-way street. It was one-sided. They were talking about me. One, when a guy would ask about me, he would have like little comments to say, like he probably out with some dude or something. So when we sat down and had a grown man conversation, I was like, what the fuck was all of that? Y'all would say stuff about me. You made it as if I wanted your boyfriends because your boyfriends would be friendly with me. I wasn't attracted to their boyfriends, and they're my friends. Shit, I can get a man when I can't even get a damn hamburger. It's very easy. But the thing is, and I felt hurt by it. I was pissed off. And my attitude is, fuck you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I will not talk to you again in life. But when we got in contact and we went to a restaurant, we sat down, tears were shed, and, it was admitted. One of them said, well, I just, I was insecure. And I looked at what you were doing. It was always, why were you meeting guys? Why? You didn't even want a relationship. This is what they were saying one was saying about me. You didn't even want a relationship, but you would meet guys. I wanted a relationship, and it wouldn't come to me that easy. And I had to put myself in someone else's shoes, because in the gay community, you can go like on Adam for Adam, or even jacked, or Grinder, and all those sites are not just for sex. You can meet cool people too, but I think that one of the friends led with his material possessions. He would get on and say, I have this type of car, I have 2 big screen TVs. And I used to tell him, dude, don't you know you're ringing like the dinner bell for people that want to use you? And I think that we sat down, we had a really good conversation. We hugged, um, and again, I had to put myself in someone else's shoes. But just the talking about me, and just having little snide comments. Well, one of those friends again, that's how I met my friend Mike. That's his name is Mike. So I met Mike through that friend, because that friend would tell him, oh, he out there hoeing. And I'm like, bitch, you was out there hoeing as well. What you mean I'm out there hoeing? You're telling him that to make me look bad, but do you know when you tell guys that, that's what make them want to hook up with the person? So you shoot yourself in the foot. And I never liked my friend Mike like that. I've never seen my friend naked. I've never seen him, and I just never liked him because he was with a friend of mine. So he was off limits. But when my friend was telling him stuff about me, like he probably out there hoeing, he probably doing this, Mike was thinking in his head, oh shit, that's who I want to hang with. It seems like he fun. I would run into Mike like when I would go to the clubs or like to the coffee house in the gay area. I would run into him and be like, hey, how's it going? And I would keep it moving. One day, Mike told me, dude, let me tell you something. That person is not your friend. And I was like, what do you mean? He said this, he said that. And I knew he wasn't lying because some of the stuff had little pieces of truth that was lost in the whole, just the whole character, attack. But he would say, you don't ever talk about him, but he says stuff about you. And gay men, like how some women can be the worst enemy of another woman. Some gay men are like that with other gays. It's already a limited amount of men for us as black gay men. Hell, but I wasn't a threat to him because shit, I had Hispanic boyfriends, white boyfriends. I didn't like the kind of guys he liked. He kind of liked thuggish hood rat dudes. I never liked that type, to date anyway. But so me and my friend, Mike, I would see him more and more, and we became cooler and cooler. And that's where our friendship, it blossomed from there. But this was over a period of me seeing him out for like maybe 2 years. And we've been friends now for like 15 or 16 years. My friend, he could be the kind of person that brags. He works as a CRA. Makes 6 figures. Oh, well over. And you would never know it because I'd say, bitch, you cheap. He calls himself thrifty and frugal. But I get it. But he could go out there and get him a Porsche. He drives a regular car, a regular SUV, nothing flashy, but it's a cute car. But I think that, we have developed a friendship, and I've been through there. He's been there when I've been in my relationships. I've been there with him in his relationships. And guys love, baby, the boys go after him. He's dark skinned, bald head, works out, muscular body. The guys like him, but I've never looked at my friend and been like, I want you. I would joke with him and say, bitch, I don't know if you got I don't know if your piece is like Ken with Barbie. Hell, you could be a hermaphrodite. I've never seen your dick and don't ever want to see it. But we laugh about that. All gay men are not out there just sleeping with any and everything. Um, and for him to offer for me to go on this trip, that says a lot because, that's a lot of money. Of course, where is my badge? Hold on. Did I speak the Smart Show? Good morning, Smart Show. Um, but I've had friendships 20 years. I know y'all, again, when y'all hear me say that 20 years, you'd be like, well, Rebel, you barely look a day over 26 or 27 or 35. But I've known them for a long time. Um, hey, Patricia Ellington, good morning. So, and y'all, let me tell you something. I think that people sometimes have an idea of who you are. And when me and my friend Mike have the conversation, my friend DJ, we can talk about any and everything. And I got like 4 other friends, like my homegirls, my other friend that's here that I told a story about her sister's boyfriend touching on me when I was asleep. Me and her have been friends since I was like 15 years old. So that means we've been friends like 14 years. But I think that plenty of let me tell you something. And baby, a thug is a temporary distraction. Never make that your husband. Have fun and send him on his way. But I think that my friends, sometimes if I'm going through something, because I recently had went through something, and still kind of going through it. But it's like when something happens in my personal life, I sometimes distance myself away and kind of go into seclusion. And my friends are calling me like, where the hell you been? Why you haven't came and hung out with us? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm not going into detail about this, and I'm just saying I was diagnosed with something. And y'all, I'm not gonna say what, but it was nothing that you could catch from anyone, but something, genetics play a part. Good thing it wasn't, anything that was permanent or life changing, for long term. I had a family history of this. Um, so I was in hiding. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I wasn't, you know, um, it was just life changing for a brief period of time. But everything is good now, and I'm getting back on track. Um, and I just say that, y'all, just to say I'm human. People go through stuff, and you never know what people are affected by, and what happens. And anytime something happens with a gay man, those people that are homophobic or have issues with gays, they immediately go to health reads and they say that you got the 3 letters. And that's not the case. Gay people still could get cancer. We still could be diabetic. We still can have high blood pressure. So it's like we're not in a whole different race of people. Thank you, Mika. Um, but you know, when you get a diagnosis and you don't know why you have what you have, is it permanent? Are you going to have a shorter lifespan? And you need to know your genetics. And I found out this particular thing was on my father's side of town, my father's side of the family. And there are certain, I don't know the history of my father's side. I grew up around my father's mother and my first cousins, but I don't know. My father's father had passed away before I was born. So there were things I didn't know. and I knew I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't know what it was. You know, hell, you think, is it diabetes? Cancer? My father's in remission, but it wasn't any of those. And, I'm so thankful that, it was just a temporary setback. I am definitely, I'm at work, I'm going to work. I was on light duty for a little bit. But thank you, because again, but when you share, listen, I'm a YouTuber. I'd like to come on and share stuff, but I don't, people can take what you share and try to twist it. They'll be like, okay, did he have HIV? No. It's like if you're a gay man, they automatically think it's that. I just, people, again, just stay on top of your health, eat right, exercise. And the only thing that worked in my favor is because how I eat. And I was a person that jog, I take Kai out, something that would maybe have put someone else down for a longer period didn't put me down because my numbers are all good. Cholesterol, blood pressure, sugar. It's like none of that is high. So, and only a few people knew about it. Listen, my closest friends knew. Um, I had conversations with a couple of YouTubers that I'm close with. They knew about it, but I mean, not they knew about it recently. Thank you, TC. But when your body is not, when your body is not feeling the same, and when there's something off. You know, I was going to sleep, y'all. I would wake up and I sweated so much because this was going on with my body. I've never been a person that sweated like that. So me waking up with a t-shirt on that's drenched, okay, something's wrong. What's going on? Why am I throwing up food and anything I'm drinking? Baby, I set up a doctor's appointment, took my ass in there. They did so many tests on me, HIV tests, checking my levels for diabetes, the different levels to see if you have cancer. They probably withdrew probably about 10 tubes of blood from me. Bitch, if I don't tell you, I walked out of there feeling like I was dizzy, like a bitch had put a roofie in my drink. But let me say this. After that, after doing the necessary things to get better, I'm right now 85% better. And I think that I don't get on here and I don't want people, like if some people get on here and they talk about what's going on with them and they're doing it for cash apps or something, don't ever do that for me. Don't ever. When my mother passed away, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want people to cash out me for that. I didn't. This is just me giving you a little part of me. It's nothing that, I just don't want anything telling you this. If I'm coming on doing a show about something else, that's different. But me talking about, you know, being healthier and stuff, and all about Mika. When you talked about everything you were going through before, my heart went out to you. Uh, properly bona fide. She was talking about what was going on with her. Uh, I definitely, I definitely know how that could be and how people can feel when you feel like you're not in control of your own body. That's scary. Now I've gotten to the point where it's like, I'm going to the park, taking Kai jogging. I need to put some more air into my bike. That's it. And that's the lenti. That's the thing. It's like I was feeling like shit for a while. And my friends would like, Why you haven't came around? Where you at? They was putting the bat signal out, and I didn't even know about my father's side until I had conversations with that side of the family and found out, there was things on that side of the family that, weren't common. And again, my diagnosis wasn't anything that was permanent. Let me say that. It was something that can be reversed, or I and I asked my doctor, does this affect will this affect my life expectancy? He was like, no, absolutely not. He said, you're a healthy guy, you know, just take this medication. It's not a permanent medication. You take this for 90 days and you'll be good. And that's what I've been doing. But y'all, I got dumbbells, I have a workout mat, I have all of that. And I've started doing that. And I've always been fine and had these fat cakes. But it's if you find out something, when people find out they're diabetic, sometimes they lose weight, um, or they're tired. And my thing was, I was feeling fatigued. I was just no appetite. I was like, what the hell is going on? What is wrong with my body? Why am I just didn't know. And a number of things were going through my mind, and shit was scary. But when I went to the doctor, I was like, get your ass up and go to the doctor, because how it would happen is I would feel good for a week. And then some days after that, I would be throwing up, not even knowing what the hell is this, hell, and going to WebMD shit. After reading WebMD shit, I thought I was pregnant, so don't do that. Um, Again, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. But and that's the thing. And you got a lot of miserable people that will say anything. They'll be like, what's going on with him? Why is he saying this? Bitch, I'm telling you because I'm wanting to tell you. It's not me, somebody, clock T or something. But I just think that, again, I'm a different YouTuber. I'm the type of YouTuber that I like to let you have a little insight into my life, but I still keep some things private. But so y'all, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for coming through. I'm getting ready to go catch the shuttle and go in for work. Um, I appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten. Uh, and I'm coming on now just to share this because, again, I'm at 85% better now. I didn't want to come on here and give that information to people, and 2 months ago, because this happened actually after New Year's. After New Year's, the New Year's party that I hosted at the house, I didn't feel good at all, but I was partying, and I didn't want anyone to say, what's wrong, are you okay? I was hanging with everybody and just cool. But if I don't tell you, I was so damn tired, and I hadn't did a lot. I was so tired, but I danced, but when I fell asleep like Brianna after she's been to like Golden Corral on Sunday. I fell out and slept like I was a hibernating Brianna. But again, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace, love, have a great day. Talk to you soon. All right, bye.